Hi guys, I'm Shmi and good morning to you. Now today, Benzene Ben and I are going to be heading in the FF and making our way towards home. So this is kind of the return from the Geneva Motor Show and our visit to the Alps. Now we were going to be joined today for a drive, as well as the FF, by Mark, my business manager, in his Mini. That when I intended to start this video was parked right here. He's bought a Mini GP2 to go alongside his M2. And it was sitting quite nicely right there, but it seems to have gone, even though it is exactly the time we agreed we were going to depart. So I'm not entirely sure what has happened here. But we're going to be heading up to the Nurburg ring to catch up with Boosted Boris, or going by his real name now, Misha, who obviously I filmed with a few times when I was up there during the summer. We're going to be catching up with the new venture, Apex, as well as picking up one of his cars along the way. So we've got quite a long journey today. We're going to be in the FF for, well, the next stint is a good 3 or 4 hours. I think I'm going to jump in the wheel, or at the wheel, not in the wheel, to start and get us moving, and then basically see where the day takes us, because there are probably quite a few unknowns, and we just got to chill and YOLO it.
Well, we started with an unknown as to where's Mark gone.
That's a pretty good one. Let's go find him.
Let's do it.
Bum, bum, bum. In we jump. Gotta love a V12. And low windscreen washer fluid. Now that light's actually been on since we left England. We've got some. We've got a thing in the back somewhere behind the skis and the suitcases and all the junk. But basically I took the view that we're not going to put it in, or we're going to end up not putting it in until it's actually needed. So that's patiently waiting at the moment. We'll give the car a few seconds to warm and then we will roll out of the garage. And exit the garage. Grab the rubber ducky. What a system. Up we drive, and fingers crossed, if we're lucky, there is going to be a Mini somewhere up here waiting for us. That's at least what I'm assuming is going to happen. Can we see one anywhere? We can see some garbage trucks, they're grey. The Mini is also grey, there it is. We have a Mini GP2, mad for Mini. That's going to be doing this drive. We found you! Coming! Let's go! Should we stop at IKEA? Should we get some more furniture? After all, we've done it once before in this car. That feels like ages ago now, but I don't think we'd fit anything in, really. Onwards. Cruising along with Mr. Man for Mini, and check this out. On the winter tyres, top speed 271 kilometers an hour. So that's obviously the car speed, the GPS will be slightly lower. Top speed of these tyres, being winter tyres, is limited to 270. So although the car will actually go like 330, I guess, 340, it's about 210 miles an hour you can do in an FF. That's the top we're going to do today. But this bit of stretch of motorway we're on right now is always really, really fast. We're just going to overtake the Mini. Oh yes, there we go. He's oblivious. Hello. That thing, we'll have a look at it later. It's really quite hard.
There's a sign up there saying trucks are not allowed to overtake, so would you please...
Oh no, he didn't!
Truck with a V12 that runs on an autobahn.
The sun's out in force and we're just about to arrive. Catch up with Misha. Hopefully he's already here. Find out in a second. Look who's back! It's Misha, formerly Boosted Boris, now just Misha.
Yeah, now just me. So you guys might know me as Boosted Boris, the guys that you criticized a lot because he was
last summer when we were hanging out at the ring.
Yeah. So actually, there are a couple of changes this year. One of the changes.
There are, and you know what? The first change is where we are right now. That probably needs a little bit of explaining.
Maybe a bit. There was dedicated Ferrari parking right here.
So we have the Ferrari spot, but normally there's a Speciale in that spot.
Yeah, exactly.
Next to some McLarens.
675 LT.
Explain.
I'd love to explain it, but I think this man over here can explain
it
slightly better. Don't you think so?
What do you want me to explain?
Hi, Robert.
Hi, guys.
So, okay, well, maybe for the people who have been following you more than a year, you have been linking my name to Boosted Boris and Boosted Boris to a company called Ring Garage. I left Ring Garage and joined this guy because he said I wanted to build something cool at the Nurburg ring. And, well, that's like a story in a nutshell.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
So, new company, Apex Nurburg.
Apex Nurburg with a lot of cool cars, but apart from that, also a lot of more affordable cars for people who just want to drive on the Nürburgring. Not only this, and also something
And
more.
I'm just going to quickly butt in to say that we're actually heading there now, and we're going to drive with the FF, with the Mini, with the LT. Robert's going to drive the LT. Misha's going to drive the 570S, and we're going to head on the autobahns up to the ring. And I'm also going to point out while we're here.
Yes.
Ring, what would you call it?
Ring rash?
Ring rash. Ring rash. But when I did my LT front bumper, which people will remember, I did this part, that is exactly how I wanted to cover it up, but I couldn't find anywhere like last minute with some stickers that could make it look that good.
And I think it's worth noting that there are often a lot of critique to supercar owners that they garage their cars.
Oh yeah,
This is absolutely this man over here is absolutely the opposite. He doesn't want to replace the bumper, not because he's poor, but because he thinks that
it's cool.
It
shows it's been driven.
I think it's got character, honestly.
For sure. No, I love it, and I like it's a story. It's a talking point.
Yeah.
The bottom line is going to happen again.
Probably if you drive on the ring.
It's just the way it is, yeah.
How many LTs have plasters on them?
One in the world, almost certainly. So shortly after, we will jump in all the cars and get on the move.
Absolutely.
But,
the 570S.
The Misha-mobile.
The Misha-mobile.
Yeah, it kind of worked out with the license plates. I mean, I've always run the MC license plates. And
Oh yeah, literally, your initials.
For Misha, it works out.
Perfect. Works in a nutshell. So, well, this is all very nice. I'm taking garage inspiration like P1 over there.
Yeah, the P1 Spider.
Yeah, P1 Spider.
Yeah.
One of very few in the world.
One of the very, very few. We're thinking of doing a lap with Maximus. Nürburgring lap with Maximus, kid of Robert, and just speeding it up so it will be a sub 652.
Yeah, 650. I heard they did 640s, 645, something like that.
Absolutely.
I even think a 610 is possible.
610?
Yeah.
But I heard if you were playing this game, we could probably can we edit this into like 1 minute 2 seconds, 1 minute 3 seconds?
Seems possible.
Could be.
I mean, this one has the upgraded battery and aero, right?
Yeah. I heard low drag, no roof, save weight.
Exactly.
Yeah. And I think, well, this car, it kind of still does deserve some attention, although in comparison to other cars, it's less interesting. But it's a V10 with a manual gearbox, which is actually, quite a rare
dying
option.
breed.
Yeah, dying breed.
I had a V10 once upon a time, not with the manual though, with the good old slightly laggy Artronic.
I'm trying to make this man put some turbos on it. But
Twin turbo at like 1500 horsepower.
yeah.
Or not. Anywho, nice little lineup here. I love the crackles. Anybody would think that we orchestrated that. I don't know if you can hear me, but it's almost like we completely sleep. We're now going to drive with the cars from here over to Apex at the Nürburgring. I don't know if you've noticed, by the way the carbon fibre is done on this car, and it's got this kind of like, carbon finish throughout the rear across to the wing as well, which is pretty unusual. All the cars out. I'm going to be jumping in with Misha in the 570S, by the way. It's going to be my home for today's journey. Okay. In we jump. Bucket seats. Hello.
Welcome on board, sir.
This is a track spec 570S. This is a familiar seat, just like my LT.
Yep.
Put that in there.
It has a race mode. Oh no, I think it's reverse.
That's probably reverse. That will take you backwards. Well, it's a nice spec. Mantis green. Reminds me of old days. Very nice. So Mark's actually going to go a different way with the Mini, and we're going to join them.
It's a bit different than the Up. A little bit. It's a bit more upper class.
Upgraded.
Less upsetting when you have to go uphill. Up.
Just up. Up is the new term. Up. Up and away.
All the way up.
Now that is a sound.
But we have turbo whistle.
We do have turbos, and the LT
Boosted V12. Now this is a bit silly, but I don't think up to this point that we've actually explained that today is Misha's collection day of this car, officially. This is the first time you've ever driven it.
It's the first time I'm driving it, exactly. We've been speculating a lot about me getting this car as a kind of daily. Of course, I'll be driving a lot of other cars to keep it more or less civilized, but it's indeed the first time ever I'm driving the car. I've been quite often in the passenger seat. I've been quite often in the passenger seat of a McLaren with you also,
yeah,
obviously. But this, like, yeah, it's pretty amazing. We're now like what 30 minutes of drive into this car, and I absolutely love it. The feedback of the car it's damn amazing. I'm gonna race this car the upcoming Sunday at the Dutch Time Attack Championship, so it's gonna be quite interesting experience. Track experience.
But it's kind of the company car almost.
The company car, yeah, because as a matter of fact, we're bringing this car to Blackfish Graphics, our trusted car wrapping shop, so this car is gonna look completely different in 2 days.
Okay, so I'll come back and see it, of course.
Absolutely.
Onwards we go. It's definitely quick enough, isn't it?
Absolutely. I love the turbo whistle sound.
Just keeps coming, power just on and on. So I've driven 570Ss a few times before. Of course, I did the press launch, so I drove it at Portimao, and then I had a good stint with the car at Rockingham in the UK too. And you will love it. Driving it is just so much fun. They made it so much more, I guess, playful than the Super Series above. Although we will see how the 720S is in future. But this is a fun car for him to be driving.
Absolutely, because of course with having Nurburg literally in my backyard, the track is literally like 200 meters from my home. It's going to be pretty amazing, but a lot of people say that come to the Nurburgring, you don't even need the Nurburgring just because of the roads that are there, that are also very amazing and breathtaking. So I'm going to enjoy this car a lot on the public roads and on the Nurburgring. Really looking forward to that.
For sure, it's a lovely area. Past the Nürburgring sign, so the camera has to roll naturally with all the cars.
Welcome to your second home, Tim.
Second home. Well, not yet. Maybe in the future. More time needed here.
Well, you spent a month here with me last year.
True. Feels so long ago. Need to come back for more. So I've hopped into the FF for a moment, just so I can basically see the two McLarens driving together from behind. Which does look quite nice. I'm not gonna lie. Well, hey, benzene at the wheel for the lads. So Apex, where we're heading, is right by the entrance to the Touristenfahrten side of the Nürburgring Nordschleife. So that's in a rather nice location. And this place is all going to open up soon. Might have opened by the time this video is out, but it's not open at the moment. Here we are then, so we will pull in behind. So we have arrived, and welcome to Apex. Well, the future Apex. This is very much work in progress. It's going to be up and running, ready for the season in a couple of months, but this is sort of hotel at the front, then it's going to have a garage at the back, which we're going to come and see again when basically everything's done. This is all going to look completely different. Just explaining how different this is all going to be when we're back here.
Yeah, and the most impressive part is when you hear how different, when it's going to be this different, approximately by May. So when you look at this, the way it is now, you're going to say, is Boosted Boris in charge of the construction part? Is he drunk by making those statements that it's going to be this quick? But you just have to come back and see it yourself.
Yeah, well, I'm going to, and I look forward to it a lot. It'll be glassy and modern and apartment rooms up here, hotel rooms up here, garage back there, tarmacked out here, cars, rental cars around.
Most important question from me to you. I get a lot of questions on my videos. Is Schmiesign going to be here?
Is
the answer
Schmiesign going
is
to be?
probably yes, but the question to you, where do you want to put it?
Well, for anywhere. I need to see how it looks. So I'd love it to be here. That would be awesome. And then bring a car back at some point and park it somewhere under the sign. Get a photo.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Look, Mark arrived. Yay. Finally, we saw you when we left. And we see you again now. That's it. We're gonna go now and check in to where we're staying tonight. But it's been quite a nice little look around actually. Looking forward to seeing it all completed. Check this out. Nurburgring GP circuit. This is an awesome view, especially with the sun setting there behind the tower. So we have just had dinner. The Renntech CLS. There we go. So we stopped for a bite of dinner. Everybody's now heading off their own separate ways. We might come talk to Mr. Boris / Misha. Hello.
Hello.
Your first day with your, we can put in quotation marks, car?
Yeah.
Not a bad day.
Not a bad day.
Anyway, fire it up, fire it up. Oh, wow. Sports exhaust. Now we've got a bit of McLaren-ception. So we had dinner at the famous Piston Klaus. Woo! Crackly. See ya. Now I can't wait to get home and go out in my LT, to be honest. The Renntech. And then the 570S, but this has been quite a fun day. Joining Misha, picking up the car, having a mini kind of convoy together, group drive, getting back to the Nurburgring, obviously where I spent a fair bit of time.
Bye.
See you later.
Don't forget to subscribe.
Yeah, where I spent a fair bit of time around here last time. But we're gonna go jump back in the FF now, go back to the hotel and wrap it up for tonight. So tomorrow morning, we're also gonna be checking out some things around here at the Nurburgring area too. So make sure you stay tuned and come back for that tomorrow, and I'll catch up with you then. Thanks very much as always for watching, guys. I'll see you later. Cheers. And there goes the 570S.